Hi and welcome to this reading. This is a reading for a client, a lady. Her name begins with G. She's looking to find out about love in her life and when and if and how she will meet a special person in her life. This is quite a common theme for readings. That's not a bad thing. We all want to know when we're going to meet somebody and how it's going to be. It's one of the most important areas for our lives. I'm shuffling, I'm just going to hold them up here, shuffling the Mythic Tarot. This is a very old tatty copy that we usually use. It's just the Major Arcana that I have in my hands at the moment, and I'm going to choose one to represent my client. Just have a shuffle and take the one that feels right. Okay, the card that I have is here. For me, this is such stubborn determination. This is a client that, I just feel the power and the energy. She can overcome anything. I'm sure she's been through loads of things in her life, and all the things that she's been through, and she's still standing. She must have an enormous amount to offer a partner. I feel very strongly that she would make a very good partner herself, and she has a lot to offer. I also feel though that she'll be quite difficult to live with in many ways. She probably is quite stubborn and quite inflexible at times. Not the easiest of people to live with. So I think that she will need to be careful that she really does choose the right person for her, because a relationship could end up quite problematic if she doesn't get the right person, somebody who understands her and somebody who understands the sentiment and the person inside, deep inside, who is probably much more vulnerable than anybody realises from looking at the outside. They probably think that she's as hard as nails, but inside there's a very vulnerable and caring, loving, sensitive person. It's a card very much associated with Aries. Sorry, I don't know why I've said that. It's very much associated with Taurus. And I think in my head I was just thinking about Aries because of the sense of stubbornness and the characteristics. And I think that both those, this card, if you like, you could look at the personality characteristics of where Aries and Taurus kind of coincide, and you'd very much be on the right lines. I'm going to take another card. This card is for the potential partner. To see what sort of person she needs and what sort of person she's likely to meet. Okay, I have this card here, it's Rebirth. This suggests that she needs to meet somebody who really wants to make a fresh start, somebody who wants to make that commitment, and it's going to be somebody, I suspect, who's been in quite difficult times, somebody who's been troubled, and somebody who now needs that stability and that sense of commitment in order to take their life forward. It also suggests, to some extent, that this should happen between Christmas and spring. I'd be very surprised if we get past the end of March and my client hasn't met somebody. It's a card that kind of tells a lot about that time of year. It also suggests a lot about luck and synchronicity. So I suspect that this will be somebody that she meets in a coincidental, and I say that very much in inverted commas, a coincidental way. I think that she will feel that it's meant to be, and it will be. It really will be. And this person, when they first meet, it is possible that she doesn't feel that this person is ready for her, or they themselves don't feel they're ready for the commitment. So it'll take a little while, but when it finally happens, it'll be like a triumphant moment of like, oh my goodness, why didn't we meet 20 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever. Very, very much a sense that this is meant to be and should have happened a long time before. I sense a real soulmate relationship. So I'm just taking the Low Scarabeo. I've shuffled them and cut them while I've been talking. And I'm taking 3 cards. Right, the first card is the Six of Wands, if you can see that in the light. The second card is upside down, reversed, the Knight of Cups, and the third card, the Three of Cups. And my feeling is very strongly, I just said that this person may sort of be somebody that she felt she should have met years ago. I actually think this person is probably somebody whose path has crossed hers before. It may not be in this lifetime. I am a great believer that our relationships can be with people that we've been with in previous lives, or it may be somebody that she's known before, or at least their paths have crossed. He will come back to her. I often see this card these days, like it has a lot to do with Facebook. In a lot of people's lives now, Facebook's a very common way, and social media generally is a very common way to re-meet people who you've crossed paths with before, or perhaps maintain contact with somebody that otherwise would have been a very fleeting meeting. This person will very soon declare their feelings for her. I think that this is somebody who will make her heart miss a beat. Not straight away. I feel this delay in a sense of she knows this person already and she'll have known them for a little while, and then suddenly she'll look at him differently and go, oh my God, why didn't I realise that you're the one? Why didn't I see it? And that feeling will be mutual. And very soon, I think this will become a committed relationship, a serious committed relationship very quickly. I think that they will be together, they will be celebrating the relationship. And it has an enormous power about it of being a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I have no worries for this client. I think this is a foregone conclusion that by the end of March, she would have met this person. It might take a little bit of time to come to full fruition, but they will be celebrating, I think, within 12 months, a serious commitment to each other. Thank you.